everybody, this is going to be a long overdue welcome to List Obsessed Reader. My name is Tanya, I'm 26 and, well, I don't think I have an accent. I'm sure you can tell that I'm from Australia. So the reason my first video wasn't a welcome to my channel video is because I didn't know at that stage that I was going to have a channel. I've been a lurky kind of watcher of BookTube for a while. I would watch videos and I would subscribe, but I never commented, I was never involved, and I was wanting to change that. Now, what happened is I got completely swept up in the excitement that was Booktubeathon, and I saw all these people's TBRs and all the comments that were happening, and Ariel put out the challenges and I thought they sounded like fun, so at home I kind of started thinking about what I would read for those challenges, and then I had a TBR there. I wasn't planning on trying to read them all in the week, but they were going to be my next 7 books that I was going to read, and that was great. That was, you know, my way of participating from home. So then I started playing with the camera to see what kind of quality it would come out as, and if I ever did decide to make videos, what it would be, not thinking at all that I was making videos. So that playing around turned into filming what became my Booktubeathon TBR video. Filming that then turned into, I wonder whether I can do video editing and what would happen there. So then I was playing with that, and at the end I had this full video that was, it was filmed, it was edited, it was about a specific topic that was happening at the time, and it seemed like it would be a complete waste not to put it out there. So I made a channel and I uploaded the video, and I did something that I never ever thought I would do, and List Obsessed Reader was born. And that all kind of seemed to happen despite myself, without actually making any kind of conscious decision that I was going to join BookTube and I was going to start making videos and this was what this was going to be. This all was just me kind of, I'm going to play with this and I'm going to play with that, and suddenly this happened and it's just kind of gone from there, and it's, I don't know what's happening. So what's in a name? List Obsessed Reader is the name that I decided for my channel, and it basically is a very accurate description of me. I collect book lists and I'm slightly a little bit too obsessed with them. So the most major book list that I'm following, and I'm planning on doing a video about this at some point in time, but the 1001 Books You Must Read Before You Die, you will have heard me mention before in passing, and obviously it's a list of 1001 books, or because they keep revising it, it's now a list of 1305 books that they say you must read before you die. Now obviously I'm not expecting to read all the books in the list, but I'm trying to get as far as I can. Quite a few Australian bookstores did a top 100 list every year for quite a long time. A couple of those bookstores have now gone out of business, but Dymocks in Australia still does a top 101 list every year, so I collect those. I also am looking at smaller specific lists, so I completed 25 books you must read before age 25, before my 25th birthday, so pretty pleased about that. And now I've moved on to working on a 30 before 30 list. Again, I'm hoping to do videos about these soon and show you what's on them and where to find the links to them, but I'm list obsessed. So if you've got any good book lists that you follow, let me know. I have found the List Challenges website and I could spend way too long on there. I just like marking myself off and seeing how much I've read. So this is what I actually read, which is probably the main point of this, but I'm waffling on about all kinds of other things. I mainly read literary fiction and classics. Big fan of fantasy and sci-fi. I do read some young adult, but not all that much. There have been a few things that I've got caught up in lately, watching BookTube videos. BookTube made me shelf on my Goodreads for things that I've been inspired from watching videos, so that has things like Rebel Battle on it, and Winger I read because of videos that I've watched on BookTube. Recently I've found a whole bunch of fantastic new channels that read things a little bit closer to my style, so I'm sure it's going to be filling up with great recommendations of different genres, not just YA soon. But honestly, I don't limit myself to one genre, so I'm a very eclectic reader. I'll give anything a go, and so you'll see a great variety of things on this channel. I'm expecting that this channel will have a lot of the same kinds of videos that other BookTube channels have, but I do have a number of video ideas that are playing around in my head at the moment that I'm hoping to get to at some point. Still trying to work out the schedule of how I'm going to do things and how this is going to fit into my life, and that I'm actually doing this. Making videos is the last thing that I would have imagined myself doing. Putting something out there is just huge for me, and I still can't believe that it's happening. But the main thing that I want from this channel is just to join the community. Watching videos and watching from the outside, not actually interacting with anybody. You just watch the interaction and the friendships, the lasting friendships that have been forged through BookTube and I just wanted to be a part of that. So honestly, my biggest part is to interact with others, is to make friends and talk to people who like the same things that I like, or maybe different things, but who are interested in reading and books. And I think that there's an amazing community out there, and I'm just excited to be a part of that. So I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody who's watched one of my videos, and to the 56 of you who have subscribed. That is absolutely huge. I know that people are celebrating their milestones in the thousands and tens of thousands and even 100,000 for some people, and that's so fantastic. But honestly, the fact that I've got 56 subscribers is just as huge and just as momentous for me. So I'd like to say a big thank you to each and every one of you. Stick with me, and I hope we can make this channel something fantastic. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you soon.